Welcome to the Engineering Update. I'm digital editor Jason Lundberg, and in this week's episode, a duck drone that flies and swims, Amazon drones leaving America, and a wristband that helps musicians keep the beat. The defense apparatus is increasingly looking towards nature to inspire the next generation of unmanned aerial vehicles, or in this case, an aerial vehicle that can also poke its head underwater. There will never be a cooler unmanned platform than the Ghost Swimmer shark drone, but a duck drone is a close second. It might seem like a strange source of inspiration, but it's not like this would be the first militarized duck.
A mess of Messerschmitts!
Why ducks? Submersible drones normally feature a thick exterior to survive the water pressure, while aerial drones usually rely on lightweight materials. And water is 1,000 times denser than air, creating a unique set of challenges for any craft that bridges the two environments. A duck drone would combine the best of both worlds. Under the FLIMR program, or Flying Swimmer, the Navy Research Lab built a prototype that, at least so far, performs each function admirably. After dropping from a plane at 1,000 feet, the prototype performed basic aerial feats, controllable on 3 axes and exhibiting sufficient stability for man-in-the-loop flight. It then skimmed the surface of the water at 40 knots before diving beneath the waves to function as a standard unmanned underwater vehicle. The team had experimented with fins, but they might be impractical for a vessel hitting the water at high speeds. In the end, we're left with a flying fish that doesn't quite look like a fish or a bird. A duck is the closest point of reference.
With the ink still drying on the FAA's newest drone regulations, which include requiring the pilots to be licensed and the drones to always be in line sight of the pilot and a spotter, Amazon has taken off for the Great White North, and they're taking their drones with them. The company has been frustrated with the approval process in the US and made a lot of noise about moving out of the country, so the FAA finally issued them an experimental license similar to the ones issued to filming crews and environmental monitoring companies. Unfortunately, it took so long to get that license that the drone it applies to is now totally obsolete. So now Amazon is testing its drone at a secret site in Canada. It's quite a testament to how a slow-moving bureaucracy is hampering commerce. Though the official site hasn't been made public, the testing is taking place somewhere in British Columbia. They're looking to fly the 55-pound drones in a bit of unused airspace above 200 feet to avoid buildings, but below 500 feet to avoid crashes. The Canadian government is fully supportive of the internet retailer, according to The Guardian, which has to be a tad bit awkward for the American government. Amazon obviously needs the US on board to launch Prime Air, which is a service to deliver goods under 5 pounds within 30 minutes of ordering. The company is already testing drones in Israel and the UK, but has been unable to really test in the US. Aside from granting permission to fly the obsolete drone, Amazon has not been cleared for flight, whereas the process in Canada took just 3 weeks and doesn't restrict them to one old drone.
The wearables market is poised to transform the consumer experience, and while we're all focused on Dick Tracy knockoffs and $17,000 Apple Watches, the Soundbrenner Pulse is one of the most unique wearables I've seen thus far. The Soundbrenner is designed for a single purpose: to help musicians keep the beat with a vibrating mechanism that's allegedly 6 times stronger than your smartphones. This could come in handy during loud performances or practice sessions where the noise would drown out any smartphone, vibrations or not. The new wearable shelves all peripheral functionality. It doesn't tell time, run apps, or send notifications, and it won't sync up with your phone. Well, not to compliment voice calls anyway. By syncing up with an accompanying smartphone app, the Soundbrenner can set the BPM up to 300, and up to 10 of the wearables, say the string or percussion section, can be set to vibrate at the same time. The Soundbrenner Pulse is currently on Indiegogo, and a donation of $115 will secure you one.
That's all for this week's video. Be sure to check in on Facebook and Twitter and catch past episodes on ECNmag.com. For the ECN channel, I'm Casey Panetta, and this has been your Engineering Update.